Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today, or tonight I should say, we're out fishing Cambois. I've just put a rod in the water there. I've got a bit of squid, a bit of peeler stick, softies and edible peeler to use tonight. There was a bit of a sea on last night, yesterday, early hours in the morning. It's died off a bit, so hopefully there's a few fish kicking about. It's currently mid-September, so we'll see what happens. But we're out there, we're wetting the line. We're probably going to fish it probably about 3 hours before low, so 3 down, 3 up. And we'll see how we'll get on with that. Possibly fishing again on Friday, Monday is it the 7th or the 8th? I think it's the 8th of September, we're fishing again on the 12th. Then I'm away for 2 weeks, then I'll be getting back into it, like the thick of it, come October, when I'm back at the end of September. So happy days. So I'm out with Chris again, just fishing the rocks, see what happens, and we'll go on from there. Happy days, rod's in the water, so up the cod. So the setup I'm using today is a Power Aero. Got 60-pound line all the way through it onto a 100-pound 4-strand leader. Fishing with a pulley, 1-hook pulley. Fishing with that with a J-hook. It is a BMX4 hook. 80-pound Astro Classic for the big body and 60-pound for the hook length. And I'm using the Century Eliminator X90 for the rod of choice today. Sorry, I'm just keep on looking at the rod tip there. That's a rig of choice today, and rod of choice and reel of choice. Hopefully there's a few fish about. Let's get into it. So I'm just going to show you how I bait up with my stick. Got some squid there. Stick that on there. Your peeler stick. Your bait elastic. Just go around it a couple of times. Turn it over. I'm just using fine elastic with this. All the way up. And what I'll do is keep that on there, stick it in my box. Then when it comes to about 5 minutes before I'm going to reel in, I'll get that stuck onto another rig, because I'm going to rig out yet. But I will get a rig on that. So that's all I do with that. So I'll stick it into here. Like that. Anyways, first cast in. There's not a lot happening. See the rod there, but not a lot happening so far. One cast. Been out about 10 minutes. Just got a squid and a peeler stick bait that I've just showed you there. A lovely moon coming up as well, so fingers crossed for the fish. So that's second cast. First cast there, I got snagged up, fish on, bounced off again like the other night. There was definitely a fish that I could feel it kicking away when it was snagged up. I'll give it some slack in there, no come of it like. But anyway, I'm going to have to put my head torch and that on because it's getting pitch black. I can't see what's going on. Yeah, second cast in. Still not a lot happening. Apart from that first bite on the first cast. This is basically hasn't had any attention whatsoever on this cast. Tide's racing out now, so I think we're about low water's 10 to 11. It's currently 8:30, so 9:30, 10:30. About 2 hours and a bit. 2 hours 20 minutes. And then we'll get a bit of the flood. We've been here for about an hour. 2 casts in, so hopefully there's a fish about anyway. I keep on saying that. I know I've said that about 3-4 times now, but hopefully there is. Nothing. Hopefully there's not rockling like there was last week. But we're out here fishing anyway, so we'll see what we can get into. It's blowing on our backs as well. I think it's turned southwesterlies. It was southeasterlies this morning, but then it's just changed direction. But there's still a bit of a groundswell on there, so I'm still a bit hopeful. And plenty colour in the water as well, so that's another bonus. Right, let's get this chucked out. been a disaster. Been tangled up on just before with all my rigs set up on the tripod. Right, get this out. There's quite a bit of weed on my line, like just right there. Must have had a bit of slack in it. It's making the line bounce up and down, like, so it's giving a false bite indication. I think I'm going to forecasting now. I look like a bite. It did look like a bite. See, it's hard to tell with that bit of weed. I'm just about 15 feet down from my line, just bouncing on the line. So I'm trying to think if it's a bite or if it's just that weed. Anyway, I'm going to have my coffee and stuff, and I'll be there in the next 5 minutes and see if I'll turn up. So we're about 5 casts in now. Nothing to really report, like. Apart from the first cast, I think I lost the fish, but there's a bang there. That's a lobster. That's a lobster. 100% that's a lobster. A little bang like that. You want a boom, boom, boom. There's that time of year where you get plagued with them anyway. But hopefully Mr. Codling comes along the night. That's what we're after, codling. Still early days, like, for them, but like I say, we had a decent bit of sea on last night. It was like 5 to 6 foot rollers on, 5 to 6 foot swell, going southeasterly. And it died off this morning. So the wind changed direction to southwesterlies, so it's flattened it off a bit. I was still hoping that there's going to be a couple of fish kicking about. Another little rattle. That's definitely a lobster. Yeah, it's definitely a lobster pulling at that bait. Nothing positive to say it's a codling, you know what I mean? Chris is the same. He's getting the same bite. He said lobsters, crabs, or possibly rockling, similar to the other night. Hopefully that rod goes out and it's a codling. With an edible peeler crab bait on there with a bit of squid struck to it just to keep the juices in, keep the custard in. Away, down you bugger. Come on. Anyway, we came on here about 3.5, 4 hours before low water, so we just had to wait till these rock ledges exposed themselves and got on here. But anyways, that's a bit more positive there. I was about, you see that bite there? You see that there? That was a bit more positive. Anyways, I'm going to check this out. If there's anything, I'll put the camera on. So, first one of the night, first one of the season, about 1.25 pounds. Got a lovely looking fish, and we've got one. I've just put another bait out there. He's deeply hooked, so I've just cut the hook, and hopefully he goes back. So I couldn't get the hook out and I didn't want to damage any more than what I have. So lovely fish. Thank you very much, Mr. Codling, and we're off the blank. Bosh. That rod up high, so I'm going to get weed all over it. Come on, the fishies. That's better. Keep that rod tip up high. Right. We'll get back to you if what happened. Year up there. So I had that fish. It was that one where I was on about before when I was talking to you, and I thought, oh, those bites, knocks and that. Must have just been lying on after then. I brought it in, but I'm sure when I brought it in, it was weird because I had my torch shining on the water, and I'm sure there must have been a lobster hanging on to the bait as well as that codling, because I'd just seen like two eyes in the water. Because it was heavy, then it went slack, and I thought, oh, I've lost the fish. Then the fish was still on, but obviously it was must have been a lobster. Weird. Two eyes, but it was lying on, boot pun in the quarter. Off the blank anyway, so hopefully you get something bigger comes along. But it was like a little tap that, like for a codling. It wasn't no ferocious. It really did look like a lobster bite. So, but anyway, we've already put another bait in the water. I've took this one in close to see what's about. I had that one a bit at range, at my full capacity of casting, but I've just plopped this one in front of us as I was in a rush to see what's there. So we'll see what's happening. Chris hasn't had an out yet. Hopefully he gets into one before long. But I will get back to you if anything more develops. Just missed a decent cod rattle there, like really decent thump. See it going away, rattled away, bang, bang, bang. Had it in my hand. Felt it hit. I missed it. Should have waited a bit longer. But I stopped reel and I've left it there, so hopefully it goes back and gets it. Fingers crossed anyway. I'm going to do that again, that another cast over there. Just went a bit longer this time. Obviously there's a rock ledge that's appeared in front of us, so I've just jumped onto there to cast out. Because I was casting about 15 yards away from the shore because I couldn't get on there before because there was too much water on it, but now I can get onto it. So hopefully it comes back. Hopefully it comes back. Fingers crossed. We already had one out, it was 2 casts ago, that was about 40 minutes ago. So it's nearly low water now, low water's in the next, 10-20 minutes. So hopefully you can catch another fish like this. A better one, a bigger one would be better, like a couple of pound, just over a couple of pound would do me the night. But up the cod. So I know now why I missed that fish. This is how it's come back. You can see that. The hook's still in the splashdown and the bait all the way up here. I've had bother with them before, but that's the first time that's happened in a long time. So I must have missed. It seemed like a canny fish as well for the knock it gave. So that's probably why I've missed it. Never mind. Anyway, I'll get this one baited up and we'll get it chucked out. Just gone low water now. Getting some rattles now, like it's bouncing away. That there we go, bouncing away. Might be lying on. And to get a positive indication, I've gone for it, like. Come on.
Hello, friend.
Hello. Hello, can he rattle there, like? Yeah. Can he rattle there? Leave it there for another couple of minutes. It's either lying on or, because it did go before, give off a cracking rattle. Then it's just little tappy taps now. But nothing concrete, like I say. It did, like that other one that was just lying on as well, so this one might be lying on. No, it's getting cold now. It's about 10 to 11. Already got another bait there ready. Yeah, it's 10 to 11. I've got another bait there ready. I've got a bluey squid in the soft crab bait ready to go out. So the tide's on the flood now, slack water, as I say. So maybe it'll turn on a bit better once the flood's in a bit, so we'll get about 2 hours on here at about 1 o'clock, then happy or something. Like, see, that's a midweek, it's a midweek fishing session, like, as I was at work at the weekend, but hopefully we can get another one, like. Yeah, we're about an hour into the flood now. I've had a couple of knocks, like, and now concrete. Sorry, pardon my French. I massively miscast before. There's like rocks to the side of us, also all the way over there. I came under the pendulum, I hit the ground, and then just knocked us off guard. We're not all the way out there, but we're sorted now anyway. Got a couple more casts left and that's it, and we'll be away. Hopefully there's another fish. Hopefully there's another fish out there with my name on it. Hopefully there's a fish out there with Chris's name on it as well. I like when we both go out and catch with my friends and stuff. It just makes it easier time. It's not a wasted night, do you know what I mean? But obviously if you blank, that's part and parcel of fishing. I'll just keep on looking at that rod tip, so I'm sorry if that's all you're seeing is the back of my head. But anyway, we'll settle down a bit and wait and see what happens, but I thought I'll just check in and tell you the crack. Not a lot to shout about yet anyway. We're now into the flood. I thought it might have turned on a bit on the flood, but it hasn't. But it's early days anyway. It's early days. It gets to about middle of October now, and that's when we'll start to see the bigger fish in bigger numbers as well. So I think I'm going to have 2 more casts. I've got one there ready to go out, then another one there, then that'll be made, and probably that's as much as we're going to get on here. See, I've got about an hour left on here anyway. Time's getting on. It's pretty slow going, so hopefully we'll get a couple on this this cast. Happened there, like? Oh, not a finger slip. Aye, so we'll see what happens. Well, I was going to have another cast, but I've snapped on my braid twice. Back-to-back cast, I've snapped on my braid, so I'm just going to pack up now and go home. Lost the lead of the lot, so I'm just going to pack up and call it a night. So if you've watched the video, thank you very much. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. It's free of charge. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the next one.